Is Gamekit really a great way to earn rewards just by playing games online, or is it a waste of time? My name's Michael, and I have joined and tested this platform and compared it to the hundreds of other get paid to sites I have tested. And in this Gamekit review, I will give you an inside look and show you exactly how it works, and I will show you both the pros and the cons, because it definitely does have both, and then you can easily find out if this is the right opportunity for you or not. So let's start by going over who can join Gamekit, and I have jumped to the terms of use on the website because it's a little bit more complicated than many sites. In theory, you can join from more or less all countries according to the terms. There are just certain things you need to live up to here. You can see in these countries here, you just have to be 13 years old to join. In these countries here, you have to just be 14 years old, and in these 3 countries here, you just have to be 15 years old. But it also says if you are a citizen of any other country that has not been listed, then you must be at least 16 years old. So it seems like from this statement here that you can actually join from more or less all countries, but they do not specifically mention that you can join from all countries, but they do say if you live in any other country than the ones mentioned here. So you should be able to join no matter where you live, but let's now then take an inside look to find out how you can earn and if it will be worth it. So I have now logged into Gamekit, and it claims to be a site where you first of all can play games and earn rewards that way. And you can also see when you come in, that is kind of what is highlighted in the dashboard. There are also other ways to make money in here or to earn rewards, and I will go over them next, but let's start with the games here. Because you can see there are a list here of different options, and you then need to create a free account. In this case here, download and play the game, and then win 5 battles to get the points. And then you will get these 31,500 points, Gamekit points here. And later I will of course go over what you can use these points for and how much they're worth. But as you can see, each of these game offers has very specific requirements for you to get the points. So always make sure to read these requirements here so you know exactly what it takes, because some of them will require quite a lot of effort, for example, to reach a certain level in a game. So it's not easy money like that. It can be fun if you like playing these games, but you do need to invest quite a bit of time. But it has quite a lot of different options, as you can see. Some give quite a lot of points, and they are of course the ones that also takes longer. And then there are some tiny tasks also you can see. For example, just follow them on Instagram. It will not take long, and you will also just get a tiny reward for that. But there are different options here also that you can earn by doing. So the games here are what will give you the most points, but I must say I'm not impressed by the ways you can earn here by playing games compared to many other sites I have tested that also will pay you to play games. But it can be a way to have fun if you like playing games and earn at the same time. But Gamekit, as mentioned earlier, also has other ways to earn, so let's go over some of these earning methods as well. So they have a section here called Repeatable Quests. I find it a little bit interesting name, but I guess it's because, for example, surveys, it means that you can take surveys that will continue to be surveys. But for example, this game here, I can of course only get that reward once, where I can take surveys from a certain company over and over. Of course, not the same survey, but I can keep getting new surveys every day. So let's start by going into the surveys here. So you can see when you get to the service section that they say that you can earn up to 1,800 points for each survey. And this is up to, so that does not mean you will get that for every survey. That's the maximum you can get for one survey. And as you will see later, that is actually a quite low reward compared to what you can get on some of the highest paying survey sites. In addition to that, if I just click the start button here, then you can see that there are certain conditions you need to actually accept here. And of course you need to answer all survey questions. Honestly, you always need to do that on any survey site. But what I find interesting is that here you also need to tick a box that I'd like to receive news about games, new products and promotions from Gamekit SA and partners. And you can see this is a required field I need to take to be able to take surveys. So they do not mention who their partners are. And this actually concerns me. And this is very unusual and not something you will see on regular survey sites. That to be able to get access to the paid surveys here, I need to give them consent to actually share my information with their partners without knowing who their partners are. And then I can receive news and products and promotions from their partners. I don't know if that list of partners is 500 companies that will start sending me promotions, or if it is just 1 or 2. And this is something I really don't like that I have to agree to. And then when you put that together with the low rewards that you can get as a maximum for service, I would say I would stay away from the service on Gamekit. There are so many great sites that are specialized in surveys, so I would not bother with that. This condition is very unusual and something that I do not understand. If they want us to agree to this, at least we should be able to see a list of the partners and how many it is. So in my opinion, you should not take the surveys on Gamekit. They are just not worth it. They also have one more point here called buy points. And buy points, that's where you can spend money to buy Gamekit points that you can then redeem. And I honestly do not understand why you would ever do that on a platform like Gamekit. And I will go over next what you can actually use your points for, and then you can decide for yourself. I have not figured out why in the world anyone would pay to get Gamekit points to then be able to redeem them. It's kind of like a waste of money. So I really honestly do not understand this point here, and definitely not something I would encourage you to do. You can also earn by inviting other people to join. But like with many other things on Gamekit, things are a little bit strange here in my opinion, because you can see, as with most other referral programs, you can recommend them using your link, and then if a person then joins, then you can eventually get paid. But you just have to see here, of course, the person needs to receive the first order. That means that they need to redeem, and once they redeem the first time, you will earn. However, if I just scroll to the bottom here, there's something very important that you need to be aware of. I'll just move myself out of the way here, and then you can see that it does not apply to orders made with board points or promotional codes. And also what is even more strange is that it does not apply to orders completed in which points for surveys have been obtained. So that means if you invite someone that takes surveys, what they earn by taking surveys, when they take that out, that will not count towards giving you a referral reward. It's so strange. I do not understand why they have a referral program like that. Like, it's very unusual. Usually on Get Paid To sites, of course, you would also be able to get referral rewards for the service that people take. But you just need to be aware of that when it comes to Gamekit, that the referral program, in my opinion, is really not appealing. But let's now go over how you can get your points out, as that is, of course, a very important aspect to know before you decide if you should join or not. So Gamekit has a redeem points section. You can see, you can click it up here, and then you can get a list of the available options here. Sometimes some of them are currently out of stock, and sometimes they will add new options. At the moment of recording this review here, PayPal is, for example, not an option. If you want to get paid in cash, you would need to then get a prepaid MasterCard. They have that. Or many of the gift cards are then, for example, for Steam keys here, or you can get different gift cards, or Robux, Fortnite currencies, and a lot of others. Many of these are meant for games, so if you like playing games, it definitely can be a way to get some of these games or items for these games completely for free. But also here, things are a little bit confusing if you, for example, look at the conversion ratio, so you know how much points are worth. Because it's nice when the conversion ratio is easy to understand, so you know, for example, if you get 100 points, how much is that worth. But here, for example, if you see a prepaid MasterCard of €5, I would pay almost 9,000 points, but a prepaid MasterCard of €10, I would pay 18,600. So that means that I would actually get less value for my points if I wait longer to redeem a MasterCard. And that just doesn't make sense. I've never seen anything like that. Usually it would be cheaper and you would get a better value for your points if you wait longer. So it is a very confusing conversion ratio here. There's not like a clear system like that for how much points are worth. But overall, as you can see, the points are definitely not worth a lot. So you need to earn quite a bit of points to be able to actually get any real value here. But it does have some pretty good payout methods, depending on your preferences, of course. If you prefer PayPal, bank transfer, or something like that, it's currently not a good option, but it does have a lot of other options. So as you can see, in theory, you can join Gamekit and earn by playing games. However, it definitely will take some patience. I would say that it's only worth it if you really like playing games, then why not get paid to do it at the same time? However, there are just a lot of other sites that pay you more to play the same games and that have a lot bigger section of games you can play. And also what I do not like about Gamekit is, for example, the conditions you need to agree to be able to get access to the surveys. And the surveys also pay very low rewards here compared to many other sites that will pay you to take surveys. So overall, I think Gamekit can be a fun way to earn a bit extra, but I'm definitely not impressed by the earning potential of it. So if your main goal is to earn some extra money online, it's definitely not one of the most effective sites. But you can earn here if you like the earning methods it offers. And if you want to know even more details about Gamekit, or if you want to see a list of sites that in my experience give better rewards and better opportunities for earning by playing games online, then I have that information on my website, and I will leave a link to that below this video here. So make sure to check that out. And also, if this video helped you, make sure to hit the like button, and also remember to subscribe to my YouTube channel and hit the notification bell so you won't miss out next time there's a video with tips and tricks about how to get the most out of get paid to sites, paid service sites, and other free ways to earn some extra cash on the site online.